What's up, guys? My name is Tanner from DMV Access, and today we got
Davey from Vanna.
we're here on the 2016 Warp Tour. First off, how's the tour going so far, man?
It's really good. It's been a really awesome tour. About almost about halfway through it now. So we're coming in the north for a little while, and now we're gonna start making our way out to the Midwest pretty soon.
Um, Along with performing wise, was it kind of maybe hard to figure out your set list?
Um, kind of. I mean, we have a pretty large catalog of songs, but we kind of put it out to all the fans online. We're just like, what do you guys want to hear? So pretty much, exactly what they wanted to hear, we are doing. And it was funny because it kind of just lined up with exactly what we were planning on doing, anyways. Um, I mean, this tour is about all of them. We want to know what they want to hear. But we also wanted to play a bunch of new stuff and stuff that we enjoy, and it just happened to like kind of coexist together. So it was pretty cool.
Um, so is there maybe a couple songs that every time you play them, it's kind of super meaningful when you play?
Yeah, I mean, I think all of our songs are super meaningful. I mean, we put purpose and meaning to all of our songs, so I think that no matter what it is, even if we're just having a good time, and all the songs mean something during our set. Um, the song that we close with is called "Digging." It's off our last record. I think is like one of the most like sung, sing-alongs. Everybody knows the word songs. It's cool. It's why we close with it. I feel like it's a good cap off to our set. But yeah, I think all the songs that we play that we try to play, all have it means something to somebody out there.
So I also noticed that you have quite a few tattoos.
Sure.
What is maybe some that every time you look at, you always think of one certain thought, and it's always like
Um,
great to remind you.
I think that I started getting tattoos when I was younger because I thought they were cool, um, and they are fucking cool, and that's why I keep on getting them. I don't know. I like them all. I guess a lot of them just remind me of the particular artists or where I was when I got them. I think that a lot of times people put way too much like meaning into the tattoo, and they want to cram a bunch of stories and things into one thing. And I just really appreciate art a whole lot. So a lot of this I got done because I love the artist, or I've had a personal relationship with the artist, and I really wanted to support their work. It's mostly why I get tattooed.
I got one on my leg, so
Nice.
well, I mean, yeah, it's
You
right
got shit
there.
to do, man.
Yeah, I want to be
You'll get there.
one day. Yeah,
You'll live life one day.
hopefully
Yeah.
that's the goal. Um, so being on Warped is there maybe some tough parts about the tour that you deal with maybe on a daily basis?
I think the only hard thing really on this tour, I mean, I love Warped Tour. Warped Tour is the dream. I have no complaints about it ever. I've been going to Warped Tour since I was a kid. I think the only thing I miss is just like, all my friends at home, having a summer at home, and my wife, and my dog, my cat. The normal stuff that you miss during tours at all times. But I think this tour is actually a lot easier to do than normal touring, just because you're so busy all day, and by the time you know it, it's 8 o'clock at night, and you're packing up. So I think this tour is a little bit easier to do. Of course, you got the heat and humidity, and trying to figure out showering and staying clean and staying hydrated. Those are the only real challenges on this tour. It's like how many days can I go before I start peeing clear again, which is like the struggle out here. But other than that, man, you miss the normal kind of stuff that you'd always miss. But it's cool because you're kind of surrounded by a new family, a different family, and you get to see them all day. So I think Warped Tour is actually a lot easier to do, I think, mentally and emotionally than a lot of other tours. Yeah.
So alongside with the toughest part about Warped, is there any maybe favorite things?
My favorite thing is literally getting out on stage and looking down on the crowd and like realizing how not that long ago I was just standing down there, um, and that something I went to from the time I was 12 till I was 21. I played my first Warped Tour when I was 24, so it's like a huge like just cycle that like it comes back to the fact that I love Warped Tour. I've always loved Warped Tour. The fact that we get to play on it is unbelievable. And we are talking last night about how we went to Warped Tour and we would like. I remember I ran up and I like jumped through the line at MXPX signing, and I was like, "Yo, signings are stupid. I just want to shake your hand." And like they all gave me a hug. and then like I ran away, and like the amount of times that's happened to us on like tour, like signings are stupid. I just want to shake your hands. I always just smile. I'm like, yeah, dude, this was you or me, not that long ago. So I think that it's a cool like I don't know. It's very apropos that like, that kind of stuff is happening to us on this tour. And I hope that those kids that are doing that one day they'll be on the stage and it'll be them having these memories and stuff. Yeah.
I can imagine being one of those kids because I'm personally in a band, so like playing Warped is
Right.
kind of a cool thought to think about.
Yeah.
So it must be a very surreal experience,
Yeah.
like thinking that you were down there
Totally.
watching upon, but now you're.
Especially, we just played our home show in Mansfield, and walking out on that stage and like looking at the exact spots I've stood before in my life. It's funny, me and a friend, my friend Chris that came to Warp Tour. Um, we went to Warp Tour together, like growing up a lot, and he came out to Warp Tour because he's an adult, but he still loves this music. And we were standing there watching Every Time I Die at my merch tent. And after he watched our set, which is like probably the biggest set, definitely I think the biggest set of the day I've seen 4 year. And just like really cool to have friends and family out there watching that. And he was standing there with me watching ETID, and he was like, "Do you realize that we were standing like right here in this spot watching Every Time I Die in like 2001 or something?" I just was like, "Wow, man, this is nuts." And he just gave me a hug. He's like, "I'm very proud of you." Um, so it's cool to have those moments, when you look back and be like, man, I was standing right there. I got a sunburn right over there. Or like, I lost my shoes in the Green Day mosh pit right over there. So it's cool. It's cool to have those moments as you walk around. That's why when we get to Mansfield, I get up super early and I just walk at the fairgrounds because
Nostalgia.
just want to take it all in, man. The fact that I'm there and playing this venue that I've gone to see a million bands over the course of my life. So yeah, it's definitely full circle for sure.
Really, really, really cool. Um, so after Warped, maybe is there what's next for Vanna?
We just released a record, so we're gonna be touring off of that. We have a tour in September, or I mean October, November that hasn't been announced yet, but you'll see it soon. And then we have UK and Europe with Beartooth and Trash Boat, and then that brings us to about Christmas time, and then we're doing a little run in January with some cool bands for a little while, and then next year we're really trying to get back over to Australia. We had a Japanese tour that was booked for last year, but ended up falling through. So we're gonna try to get over to Japan and China, and I just want to go to weird places I haven't been before. Not that those places are weird; they're just weird to me. But I want to go. Like I want to go to Japan. I want to go to China. Hawaii's the only state that we haven't played in yet. We did Alaska last year, so we're looking to go to Hawaii this year. So just trying to like knock everything out of the park with this record and do as much as we can. Last year was a pretty. We were at home for a while, writing, recording, doing that whole thing. And this year's definitely year of the tour. So 2017 will be big for us.
So you've been talking about the new record, obviously. Maybe is there any songs off of it that were kind of you had a tough time writing, or
You know,
some that maybe came natural?
I really had a tough time writing our last record because it was like the first time I decided to talk about like real personal matters in my life. So when it came to this record, I was like, excited to talk about more personal stuff. I think the song on the record that is most emotional to sing and stuff is a song called Flower. Um, I've had those lyrics probably for the last almost 7 years of my life. Uh, it's kind of a love song in a way, which I've never written a love song. I'm not very good at that kind of stuff. But it's a song about a person coming into your life and making you want to be a better human being. And not even making you want to be a better human being, but you becoming a better human being almost because this person pushed you to it. For me, that was my wife. But for anybody, it could be your mom, could be your dad, your brother, your best friend, a teacher, a coach. It's really just about someone stepping into your life and making you prove the potential that you really do have. And for me, in writing the song, I also then had to realize in myself that I am living up to my potential, that I am become a better person, and I am pushing myself every day, which also takes your ego and your pride away. And in a sense, it's not about like like look at me, I'm the man. It's like look how hard I've worked. I've worked really hard to get to the point that I'm at. So that was a cool, like, kind of twofold song to sing for my wife and to sing for myself. And then it's funny because, like, I knew right away. I was like, well, that's the song everyone's gonna like on the record, and sure enough, that's the song that everybody likes on the record. So I think we're gonna start playing that song in the fall time. So it'll be interesting to play that song, because it's a pretty emotional song in general. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. Yeah.
That's really cool that you find maybe the songs that are more personal issues you like better. Cause personally, if I was writing, I would agree with you. The whole um writing about personal stuff is pretty pretty easy to write about, and nice. It's also nice at the same time.
Yeah, I think
That's
for
very meaningful.
I think for me it wasn't ever easy to write personal stuff. I used to write like stories, and then I would write songs about those stories. So I was just avoiding ever talking about myself. But I think writing personal songs makes it that much better for the people listening to them because they can relate to them more because you put yourself on the line and therefore they can put themselves in your shoes. So I think personal writing is probably the best thing you can do if you're going to write a record.
Yeah. Wow. Um. Anyway, so is there anything you would like to say to your fans?
Yeah. Come see us play. Buy our record. Don't just stream our record. Don't just stream any band's record. There's so many bands that have new records out. Omarosa has a new record. Silent Planet, Vanna, Chelsea Grin, Colin Morale. Everyone. There's so many bands, especially on this tour. Capsize, To the Wind. That will have new records out. Buy them. Go buy their records. And no, don't think that they're gonna make money off of it because they won't. It's more or less the fact that if you want to see a band come toward your area, you need to buy their records so they're considered worth it on paper. Um, Buy the record and really just our record more than anything is just there for whenever you need it. You don't have to listen to it every day. It'd be cool if you did, but it's really just there for you for when you need it. That's what this music is here for. It's here for you when you need it. So that being said, come see us play live because that's when we need you. We need you when we come around on a headliner tour or support tour. We need you to come and sing these songs with us. None of this is about popularity. None of this is about money or fame or any of that stuff because that doesn't exist in punk rock. It's just all about a connection. And buying a record, you automatically connect yourself to a piece of our lives. And then coming to a show and singing it, well, we're connecting to a piece of your life. So buy music and then come sing music.
Sweet. That's really cool, man. So, finishing up, my name is Tanner, from DMV Access, and here with Vanna once again. Great talking with you, by the way. Really good.